When you picture a farmer, I might not be what you think of, but I guess we're here to show you a different side of farming. After high school, I worked at breweries in Winnipeg for 7 years, and then transitioned into being back on the farm full time. With the help of my dad and brother, we decided to open a malting house. Hi, my name is Jeff Stobbe-Wiebe. We're here at Wiebe Family Farms today and Scythe Malting Company. We're located Springsteen, Manitoba, just west of Winnipeg. Today I'm going to show you where beer begins. And this is where the worlds collide. So we are in our malt house right now. This is where we process the barley that we grow and we make it into malt to sell to breweries. We need to make sure we're making a consistent product, and then that creates consistent beer for people to drink. I think brewers are choosing to use our malt because the better quality a grain you can start with, the better end product you can end up with. I really wanted to come back to the farm. I really enjoy just the day-to-day, how it's always different. One day you're a diesel mechanic, one day you're a semi-truck driver, the next day you're a plumber. It just changes all the time, and I just kind of like that.
This story is a powerful reminder of just how interconnected our food system is. We met Jeff because he's a member of the Manitoba Crop Alliance, an organization made up of Manitoba's wheat, barley, corn, flax, and sunflower farmers, who are the generous sponsors for this video. If you believe in supporting local food and drink, subscribe and tell us in the comments what kinds of stories you want to see next.
So what I'm doing here is we're just checking the moisture of our steeped barley, making sure that we're at the right moisture content for our germination beds. After harvest, we harvest barley around 13.5% moisture, and in the steeping, we bring it up to about 45% moisture. Today I'm going to be delivering some malt to Grain to Glass. They're the local, or one of the local homebrew supply stores. They've been great to deal with and get our product to home brewers. But today I'm going to stop by and we're going to get to know each other a little bit more.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Good, good.
Right
Here's
on.
the last bag.
Beauty. Have you ever really been around the shop, or just kind of deliver malt and I'm on to the next?
So, welcome to our office. It's where we make all our, every kit we sell. We think we have 100 now.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So that's where all our test batches are, and I hear you used to do this, but on a much bigger scale.
Yeah, I used to be a brewer, and now I have something similar, a little bit smaller, just in my basement.
So, as brewers, the thing we're always looking for with our base malt is consistency. I mean, obviously flavor and color are important, but consistency as far as extraction, and also with color and flavor. So, what's the key to making consistent malt?
Consistent malt, I mean, honestly, for us, starts at planting. It's getting the right seed rate, the right fertilizer rate, and then just using agronomy help throughout the year to make sure we're tracking everything, harvesting at the right time, so it's at storage is at the right moisture content, and then once we bring it into the malting facility, just making sure we're collecting data and that we're tracking everything, keeping the right temperatures and timelines on everything, and then that's how we can be the most consistent that we can.
How did you learn all that?
I mean, so I went to brewing school, so we did cover malt in brewing school, and then I also took a course for malting at Canadian Malting Barley Technical Center.
CMBTC,
Oh, the CMBTC.
we've been there, great folks over there.
Yeah, great folks over there, so I took their intensive malting course.
I grew up on a farm, but they actually stopped farming, really hands-on farming. We still have the land and we still lease it out. And one of the key phrases I always hear the farmers talking about is sustainability and making sure it keeps going, and something about how the soil stays sustainable and all these different aspects.
The soil is the only thing that keeps us going. So we care about it like immensely. Like that's the biggest thing for us, to like make sure we're doing the right practices to maintain our soil health, to grow good crops, but for us now, but also for like the next generation, like my son growing up too.
And like you're what, third or fourth generation?
Yeah, so we're fourth generation and fourth generation farm, and we're about to celebrate our centennial 100-year of farming, like yeah, upcoming next year. So that'll be a big year.
Congratulations.
And whose idea was it to like have a malt house? Because a lot of people grow it and just send it away to get malted or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that was my idea, just coming from the brewery background back to the farm. It kind of, it's a linear transition, you know, brewing, malting, farming. They like, yeah, we just kind of started to do the middle step there as well when I came back to the farm.
I think that's awesome. Not a lot of farms also have a malt house on it, so it lets you, you know, really dial in the quality since you're controlling every step of the process.
And I do really like having the malt house as part of the farm because, yeah, so many of the grains we grow, we do just sell and they get shipped on a rail car to somewhere where I don't know. Yeah. Whereas now I can malt it, bag it, and bring it to people I know, and then, you know, see the final product a lot of the time. Thanks guys so much for having me today. Thanks for taking a little bit of extra time, more than just delivering some bags, to have a little chat and talk a little bit about what you guys do and what you guys do with malt and the rest of the brewing process. And would love to have you out at the farm and the malt house anytime you guys want.
Well, I might wait for the summer for that, but yeah, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, it sounds good. It'd be interesting.
It's true that not all barley growers in Manitoba malt their own barley. But from barley seed to pint glass, Manitoba's grain story is powered by people like Jeff. Farmers who innovate, experiment, and care deeply about the land they work and the products we enjoy. Meet more of those people by exploring the other videos on our channel. And if you want to learn more about home brewing, give Grain to Glass a follow. They have some great how-to videos on their page, including one featuring Jeff. Do you know someone who should be featured on the show? Tell us about them in the comments. See you next week.